All right. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning indeed.
We're back.
It is an absolute pleasure to be, again, back in this Helsinki City Hall in person. And also, besides good morning to all of you here, as well, good time zone to all of those who are watching us internationally and online. So, let's start with the short intros. My name is Natasha Skult. I am the chairperson of IGDA Global, and together with
Teemu, co-founder, CPO of MetaPlay, and a long-term IGDA volunteer.
we are very excited to have you here today with us at IGDA Finland Leadership Day. This is the 4th edition of the event, and once again, very, very grateful to be back in person. So we are expecting about 300 people in person who have signed up to be here today with us, and also many more online. And what really makes this day special is, of course, being driven by developers to developers, by the community. Because together we are the ones who actually are behind the successes of especially Finnish games industry. So I want a big applause for all of you who make this possible. And just like everything else, IGDA Finland, this also event is free to attend. We really insist on sharing the knowledge, the experience, as well as, how we are in a community, sharing absolutely all to empower each other and grow together. Because it's not just about the successes, but also the learnings from the failures, learnings from everything that comes with the game development, because that's our day-to-day job. It's our job to figure out all the challenges ahead of us. They're not really problems out there, just challenges to figure out how to solve. And this is where we are here again, having a day dedicated to you, to the skills of leadership, because behind all the games and behind all of the things that we do are people. Because no matter of the companies, no matter of the businesses and markets, behind all the products and everything we do it for our players, our people, and we who are developers, again, as people. So besides community, as of course being a backbone of the IGDA, which is, by the way, this year IGDA Global is 29 years old, and next year will be 30 years. That's a long time. While IGDA Finland is 19, and next year 20 years jubilee, so to say. So it's going to be quite a year ahead of us. And of course, this particular event would not be possible without our amazing partners and sponsors. So, big shout out to Next Games, Future Play, Lightyear, Mainframe, Baltic Explorers, Red Hill Games, Supercell, Wing Games, and the City of Helsinki. So now we also have a pleasure to introduce representative of the City of Helsinki. Henrik, please do join us.
Thank you. So glad to see all of you here and also online. So my name is Henrik Keinonen. I work for the City of Helsinki, and we have been supporting the gaming industry since 2016. And it's a fun industry. I really love it. And it's also very important for the city because you guys attract talent and establish companies and which are very important for the City of Helsinki. So on my behalf, I warmly welcome you to the City Hall, and I wish you a very pleasant day here in Helsinki. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Henrik. And now, Teemu, tell us what this day is all about and what we are to expect today.
Perfect. Finally.
I know, all my thoughts, yes.
All right. So, besides being passionate about leadership myself, way more importantly, I'm your host for today's program. And today, we will hear data, we will hear pro tips, we will hear some hard requirements of leadership, we might even hear some provocative ideas. But that's all good. As you know, nothing's really ever changed anybody's mind except for a good story. Today we will hear stories of leadership in games. And boy, we have some amazing people to tell those stories. Today's going to be amazing. So, as is customary, let's start with a couple of housekeeping notes. We will do a couple of talks this morning. We will break for lunch around noon. And then we've reserved that to be an extra long lunch, as is the habit, so that you have time to actually meet each other and talk. As you know, you should never eat lunch alone. So it's quite a crowd here in the room at the moment, very specific crowd. So I encourage you to actually not only connect with your colleagues, but maybe even talk to somebody new. I know, it's Finland, sorry, but, now's the chance. Then we will continue at 1:30 for everyone in the streams to know that. That's Finnish time, obviously. And we will continue with 3 talks and a panel in the evening, after which we will have a casual drinks mixer downstairs, as leaders do at the end of the day. But starting off with the official agenda, our first speaker is, in my opinion, able to answer that really difficult question of what is the shape of a leader? What makes a leader? We know that games, even the biggest games, are made one commit at a time, right? It's a team effort. But how is a leader built over a career? What are the learnings and what are the core skills? So to answer some of these questions or to tell some stories about these questions, is one of the OGs, one of the grand men of the industry. He's been around for over 20 years in leadership positions, which is probably more than most people in this room have been in the industry. And I had the pleasure of working with him, so I know some of these stories intimately, but I'm actually looking forward to also hearing something new. So, without further ado, please welcome on stage Lasse Seppänen from Supercell.